And now you have a surplus thanks to who? Huh. Your super mayor, your supervisor, Tiffany Henyard, the people supervisor. So won't you talk about my accolades and my business degree and all the other accolades that I pose here as
Thornton Township's leader is making bold claims. From a surplus to a business degree, Tiffany Henyard is a public figure who craves attention. But is this confidence based on achievement or just rhetoric? As critics react, the tension rises. What is the real story behind the people's supervisor? Return often and leave your comments below.
The board is hurting people. They're hurting our residents. I don't care if you don't like me, don't like somebody on this board. It does not matter. What matters is you come here and you take care of your responsibility and take care of the business here at the time.
The board is accused of abandoning its residents as tensions escalate. Tiffany Henyard highlights the chaos and demands action on personal and community issues. However, is she a leader evading accountability or genuinely protecting her community? Share your thoughts below. Who is truly culpable in this situation? An unpredictable leader, ongoing turmoil, and allegations of corruption? This is the reality emerging in Dalton and Thornton. Tiffany Henyard, the embattled mayor, is accused of holding an entire town hostage, cutting off services, and misusing public funds for political purposes. Her actions, including reckless power grabs and delayed insurance renewals, have left residents in a state of panic. The courts have lost patience. A Cook County court recently halted her latest overreach. But will that be enough? As the walls close in, questions remain. How far is she willing to go? And what will happen to those left to clean up her mess? From shocking celebrity scandals to heated debates in politics, boxing, and combat sports, we break it all down for you. Don't let the chaos overwhelm you. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay informed. Buckle up because you won't want to miss a moment when things heat up. First, let's dive into the drama making headlines today. Tiffany Henyard's tenure hasn't exactly been smooth sailing. Her administration has been criticized for its failure to manage local government effectively. Contentious board meetings and subpar management have left residents and authorities increasingly dissatisfied with Henyard's leadership.
Tonight involving a controversial politician in South Suburbs. Tiffany Henyard was the only Thornton Township leader to show up for a schedule.
Tonight, fresh controversy surrounds a divisive politician in the South Suburbs. Tiffany Henyard was the only Thornton Township leader to attend a scheduled meeting. Critics say this incident symbolizes her broader administrative failures. Her words, like her actions, have let down the people she serves. What are your thoughts on this leadership style? The effects of Henyard's governance are being felt deeply in Thornton Township. A breakdown of critical municipal services has left many residents without the help they need. The closure of municipal facilities has caused significant hardship, especially during harsh Chicago winters. One glaring issue is the lack of insurance for township operations. This crucial omission has left the township in a precarious legal and financial situation. Without insurance, the municipality faces significant liability risks, endangering public funds. Henyard has been criticized by trustees Carmen Carlisle and Chris Gonzalez for failing to address this issue. Instead of taking responsibility, Henyard has shifted the blame, evading accountability for her mistakes. How did it come to this, and what steps are needed to fix the problem? Share your ideas in the comments below. These governance failures have both bureaucratic and human consequences. Local residents like Darlene Lewis are caught in the crossfire. Recently, Lewis was barred from township facilities, despite relying on township assistance to pay her electricity bills. Frustrated, she said, "I'm going to be in the dark." For people like Lewis, this is more than a political issue. It's a matter of survival. These stories show how poor leadership has real-world consequences. When leaders fail, the most vulnerable suffer the most. What do you think should be done first to address this crisis? Despite its importance, insurance, a basic requirement for any government operation, remains unresolved in Thornton Township. The issue reached a breaking point when trustees refused to attend meetings, citing concerns over Henyard's attempts to advance her agenda. Henyard has accused the trustees of sabotaging township operations. However, Chris Gonzalez countered, stating that insurance renewals were never an issue before. "We've never had to vote on this before," he explained, emphasizing that Henyard could have resolved the matter with a simple signature. But instead of resolving the problem, services ceased, leaving the neighborhood vulnerable. Do you think this could have been avoided? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Critics say Henyard's decision to close municipal buildings was less about protecting local inhabitants and more about maintaining her control. By suspending operations, she has effectively held the township hostage, placing trustees in a difficult position. This tactic has backfired as it is seen by many residents as a lack of public confidence. When we arrive for help, the doors are locked. What should we do? An angry resident inquired. This opinion is shared by a large number of individuals who rely on municipal services to get through challenging times. Does this strategy make sense, or has it gone too far? In Dalton, Henyard has faced considerably more resistance. A Cook County judge recently barred her from appointing her favored candidates to key municipal positions, including police chief, administrator, and attorney. The verdict came after months of arguments in which Henyard attempted to bypass the board's authority. One of the most controversial choices was Ronnie Berg, who was unable to serve as police chief under Illinois law. Berg's brief tenure in the role was marked by public outcry, and his termination has been seen as a significant victory for accountability. How do you feel about these judicial cases? Is it within Henyard's power to arrange these meetings? Tell us in the space provided for comments below. The trustees in Thornton and Dalton have opposed Henyard's attempts to consolidate power. They skipped Thornton meetings to prevent her from appointing a new trustee who would tilt the balance in her favor. In the Dalton court, they have challenged her overreach and won rulings that limit her authority. This resistance has sparked a broader conversation about the role of local government and the need for checks and balances. While Henyard's critics argue that her actions constitute an abuse of power, her supporters contend that she is only trying to achieve her objectives. What are your thoughts on this ongoing conflict? As Henyard's legal problems worsen, it seems that her control is fading. Many believe she could soon be forced to resign or be removed from office. What is going to happen to Dalton and Thornton next? Even if Henyard steps down, the damage she has caused will take years to repair. The problems of inadequate insurance, restricted services, and declining public trust will require strong leadership. What should be done first to rebuild these communities, in your opinion? Leave a comment below. Henyard may face federal charges in addition to her political issues. If accusations are brought against her after she leaves office, she will face significant legal challenges and may not be able to mount a strong defense. Both Henyard and the people she served would be profoundly affected by such an indictment. The reputation of Thornton and Dalton's local governments would be further harmed, making it more difficult to regain the public's confidence. What do you think will happen next? This isn't just about one mayor, it's about the bigger issues of governance and accountability. When elected officials put their own interests ahead of their constituents' needs, the community suffers. The chaos in Thornton and Dalton serves as a stark reminder of the need for transparency and integrity in public service. What do you think other communities can learn from this? The events involving Thornton and Dalton remind us that those who fail to fulfill their leadership duties will be held accountable. What are your thoughts on Tiffany Henyard's leadership and the future of these communities? Please express your opinions as everyone is reading the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with your network to stay up to date on the latest developments. Until next time, stay informed and engaged. So what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you don't want to miss out on the hottest celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to Daily Finder.